Today's video is going to be on the volume profile, on how to use it and how to get better context. I want to start off by apologizing for not being able to do this live with you guys. I got really busy and I didn't have time to do it, so to make it up for you guys, I'm making this video. So I want to start off first by talking about the types of profiles, right? So the first one is a balanced one, right? This is really simple. Bell curve, like this. For example, right here you might have a shelf as an extreme, and down here you might have a ledge, right? This can look like just pure consolidation, maybe break out, come back up here, something like that, right? These are more ideal on a day-to-day basis to use, as they give better extremes, and you can get a lot more higher quality executions, right? Now the second one is a trending profile, right? This is just kind of like when we're imbalancing or in discovery mode, so this could look like something like this, to be honest, or like price tries, it stays in here for a little bit but dumps and then comes back up, consolidates a little bit, does this, but we do it both ways. There's no directional bias, right? We're just pumping, dumping, all in the same one like this. And you can see around the times where we consolidate, we try to like make a little balance, but there's not enough trades or price action in the area, so it's a lot more smaller. Let's delete all this, and then we have the double distribution. This is kind of where we're in balance and then we break out, searching for new balance, in which we make another balance. So like something like this, right? It's not, that doesn't even look good. Let me make a better one. Let's see. Oh, it's just too small. Perfect. So again, shelf right here, shelf right here. Just an example. Consolidating in here, playing off these extremes, basically ping pong. Consolidate, coming back up, down. Okay, then we consolidate. Boom, we break out. Alright, we're kind of in discovery mode, looking for new balance. We have a ledge right here, a ledge right here. Come down, boom, we've accepted into this balance. So come back in here, just straight inside, go down to this lower extreme, and just continue to trade in there. So boom, just go in here, down. You get the idea. It's kind of what double distribution looks like. Now the reason why I'm showing you guys this is going to be for overnight volume profile, as that's actually a really useful tool to use. Now that we got double distribution out the way, let's go to the P-shape profile. Let's come in here. It's a little volume right here. Now this looks like this kind of be what would happen at open, right? So it's a different profile, and then down here it'd look like, let me see, how can I imagine that? You could say it also is another P shape down here. You could say, as an example, we're trading in here and we start pumping up, so the next time the new, like another profile comes in, another, like you'd say a daily profile comes in, pumping like that, and then let's say New York PM session, just consolidate, shelf right here, shelf right here. Let's extend these a little longer, like this, boom, chop up, come in here, lower, perfect. That's kind of a P shape, right? We're imbalanced the couple first few minutes, and then we come up and we find value, we find balance, and we just trade in here, which is a bullish kind of thing. And this is like for a bullish example, but for a bearish example, it's called a P shape, not P shape, a B shape profile. exact same thing, but just turned around. So it's look like something like this. We don't have a lot of volume over here. Again, almost if we had another B shape over here. Wow, I just messed that up. I don't even know why I did that. Okay, we come in here like something like this, straight in here. Right, just consolidation right here, and boom, we go into discovery mode. Dump all the way down, accept into this area, shelf, shelf. Let's draw these out again. Alright, we kind of accepted in this for an example. We come in here, trade, go back up, retest, see if you want to stay in here. We accept in here again, drop, down, come a little down again. Boom. Right, those are the 5 different types of profiles. I'm gonna put them on screen real quick so you guys get the idea again. Alright, there we go. This is all 5 types of profiles. Again, the balanced or bell curved. You can see we're just consolidation. Playing off just the extremes, kind of ping pong back and forth. Then we got the trending one. We're kind of just dumping, consolidation a little bit, dumping, and then consolidation, and we switch up. So now we're pumping, consolidation, pumping, consolidation. This one I could be wrong about, but I assume it's something like this. So you can do your own research on that one. Double distribution, fairly simple. We balance, again, ping pong, and then we go in discovery mode, looking for prior balance, or we create new balance, in which we do, again, another balanced area. Consolidate, play ping pong. Then we have the P shape. We're very bullish, right? We come in here and we just create a balance. Again, ping pong, just in these areas, off the extremes. Bearish, not bearish. A B shape would be when we're bearish discovery, and we create a balance in which, again, we play ping pong off the extremes. Fairly simple. You guys want to keep these in mind, as they kind of give like a directional bias or like an idea for context. Alright, so let me clear this up and we're going to go on to the next topic. Now the next topic is going to be about distinguishing, or what is a shelf, a ledge, a high volume node, and a low volume node. I want to start off with a shelf to begin. A shelf is kind of found, let's just use the balanced one, so it's a lot easier. Right, you could see that kind of volume, you would see tapers off right here. You would start it like right here and end it around where the taper stops. So this would be your shelf. Again, right here, this would be your shelf. And again, just use them. You could use them as extremes. Just play off of them. Come lower, just like this. Same thing, right? Now for ledges, it's complete volume drop off. So it'd look like exactly like this. Draw a line, and that's your extremes. Just straight off of them. Just like this. Fairly simple, to be honest. People overcomplicate it, but it doesn't need to. Now let's start with a high volume node. A high volume node is kind of like a balanced area, right? So it would be like, honestly, it could look like a double distribution. That's what like most set range profiles look like. Let's say, make this a little longer. Right, let's see, and then another one. You could say these two are high volume nodes, just balances. This is a ledge, this is a ledge, and another ledge. This was drawn a little too high. Would have been like right here. So I can delete this real quick. There we go. And those are the extremes, right? Fairly simple. Just straight off of them again. Now, for low volume nodes, I will recommend this since it's a lot better. And I've done this, I've tested it, I've seen it happen, and I just recommend it, to be honest. Low volume nodes are better found in between two balances. So like this would be a low volume node. This is more higher probability, more, how to tell you, it's a higher quality setup than ones being found inside these little high volume nodes, because most of the time that's what you'll see. You'll see like these balances just have complete drop-offs like this, like that. But these high volume nodes, low volume nodes aren't as good as these, right? So I'd recommend you use ones in between balances than the ones inside the balance. Right? And before I get onto the charts, to show you guys, I would really recommend, or actually, honestly, yeah, I would recommend, for shelves, higher probability shelves tend to look like they have a lot more volume to them. So let me see if I can draw one. I think this top one. Let's just assume that this one had a lot more volume. And again, let's assume this one had a lot of volume. Those would be high probability shelves. Those are a lot better than ones that have little to no volume. And then that applies again with high volume nodes. You want to see more volume, and it makes them a lot more better because we've traded more inside them. I think that's really about it. Let's hop on the charts. Alright, so this is kind of like what I've noticed too, is now that we're at all-time highs, you want to use more recent volume profiles, such as like the 40-day. The yearly and the 180 were good because we were we weren't up high and we weren't too low, so it worked about really well. So I would really recommend using the yearly, 180, and 40-day volume profiles. Those I would recommend are the best for right now. And an example right now, look at this. We have this high volume node. It's kind of a balance, right? What do we have here? Shelf. What do we have here? Another shelf. And ping pong. That's all I gotta do. Ping pong. And maybe like an example VWAP. Let's say an example. Let's say, let me find a day where it starts. Okay, right here. Alright, we're just trending. Let's say all the way to 930. You would say the median of VWAP would be like in the middle right here. And you could just trade off of it, off DOM and VWAP, until we approach one of these extremes. So you could see these give out pretty decent reactions. I mean, we go up to down, down to up. Fairly simple. Again, look, we have a low volume node inside the balance. Plays off good. I'm not saying it doesn't, but once located in between balances, let me find you guys an example, like right here. Let's see, right here. I would need more data. Maybe on the yearly we could see that. But again, this one played off pretty good. Got a lot of lows, a lot of highs. Another thing I want you guys to focus on is that when you mark out your levels, you want to see a lot of lows and highs on it. That's like, how do I tell you? That's like more confirmation that your level's valid, right? It's not some random shelf that you see. Alright. Let's see. Let's go on the 180 day. This might take a little bit to load, but let's see. There we go. It loaded. Now let's go lower. Okay. Actually, I had made a video on the volume profile, but I completely forgot to include that crucial information for you guys. So that's why this is already all marked. It was from the previous video. Alright, but regardless, again, it's another high volume node, another balance, right? You want to mark out the shelf right here. Then right now, this is another shelf, but I would also say it could be a ledge right here. But it would be discretionary, to be honest. You guys could do what you believe. And then let's go back so we can see how the charts. There we go. Now we're inside. Let's let it load. Okay, loaded. Now you can see a lot of lows on this. Not many highs because it's on the low. Just a bunch of lows. Right. Now another thing I want you guys. This is kind of like things I've noticed. These little mountain peaks inside these balances tend to be like minor balances. So for example, let me draw this some sort of fix it. Whatever. It'd be, the box would be drawn from right here all the way to like down here or down here. You could treat this as like this top and the bottom as extremes, or like take profit levels. You can see we kind of come up here often after coming down to this extreme. And then we go up to the shelf, just literally play inside, ping pong off of it. Maybe not 24/7, but you get the idea. Same up now. It's a bigger balance right here. This whole thing. So again, let's mark out the shelf right here. Shelf. This is minor high volume. Oh, this wouldn't be. I guess it would. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if I'd classify that as minor high volume node. I know these are just kind of balances again. These are just balances. Again, mountain peaks are kind of like small balances. So these would be like, honestly, these would be minor high volume nodes right here, right, where price tends to trade inside. And like for example, right here, we tend to like just chop around here. You could play off the extremes, right? Get a couple, maybe 5 points off this scalping. Honestly, this one is valid too, because you can see we're just trading inside, and like how we respect these levels. You can see that. Again, here, a bunch of highs, a lot of lows. Highs, lows, 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 highs, lows. Point is, you want to see a lot of highs, a lot of lows at your levels. Really use these little minor high volume nodes or mountain peaks. These tend to be really good to play off of too. And let's see what else to go over. For the higher probability shelves, I can't really find an example like for you guys. I used to have one that I used to talk about, but it was really high probability. I loved it because it was so much, like, it was so big, but I don't even know where it's at now. But yeah, you guys get the idea of the volume profile and how to use it. But now it's kind of like, here's actually what I really want to talk about. Overnight volume profile. So overnight volume profile is shown from 1800 to 930. So let's see. 1800 to, oh, I guess I got cut off. Let's redo it again. Okay, 1800 to, where is it? 930. Boom. Right here. You could say this is kind of double distribution, right? We have this little balance and we have this little other balance. Look at these little volume nodes. Again, what I was talking about. In between balances. Get a couple reactions off of it. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for actual how to use the overnight volume profile. Right? You draw your little shelf. Let's see if we can get this to go. So like from right here, you can see we have a lot of highs, a lot of lows, this and that. And now let's go up. If we go up here, you can see we have a lot more highs over here too. So let's see. So like a little minor balance starting to build up. Be like something like this. Right. Now the bottom, completely forgot. Skip the bottom. Shelf right here. Look how we play off. Literally ping pong. Go up and down, up and down. Again, look at this. We imbalance, looking for new balance. We spent a little bit of time here, but I mean, not enough, as it's top one. So we get this shelf. Look at this. Perfect. Now let's see this bottom shelf. It's really hard because it's not looking really good, but I would draw from right here. And there you go. 4 levels overnight. Beautiful, beautiful execution. Again, these levels do not have to be accurate. If you're looking at the DOM, when price approaches one of these levels, like for example, right here, we didn't tap this level, but look how we basically rejected from it. On the DOM, you could have seen something shorted, partials, 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 and depending on you, if you wanted to hold down here, could have been even TP. You guys get the idea. Let's delete all this real quick, clear this up. Let's give you guys another example. This day, let's see, 1800. Where is it? Right here, all the way to 930. Okay, what does it look like? A P shape, right? Very bullish up here. Well, not bullish, but we've consolidated higher. Now let's look for shelves. You can see from right here to right here, your extreme. Or honestly, this would be a better ledge, to be fair. Like this. Look at that. Beautiful executions. Then down here, let's see. This would be kind of the shelf. I wouldn't really say it. This one would be discretionary, to be honest, because you can see that we also have a lot of highs and lows at this one too. Right, you can see it's a lot, like really discretionary, to be honest. I would probably use the top one as it has the more highs and lows. Let's delete this real quick. Let's delete this, whatever that was. You can see we have this little micro balance. I think it wouldn't have given that many good levels. You can see back when it was starting up, building up, right here, ping pong. When was this? Was this? I think this must have been, yeah, this was yesterday. In my analysis channel, as soon as we came into here, I told we were gonna chop. Why were we gonna chop? Because we just came into this area, and look how we accepted into this area. With this happening, I knew we were gonna chop. What did we do? We chopped. Just came in here. I'm not sure. I had another level down here. Yeah, somewhere here. I'd say it's something like some. Let me see. I'll draw it for you guys so you guys can see. It was something like this. You know, it was right here. I saw exhaustion, disinterest, thin prints. What else? Zero prints, and my first take profit was gonna be up here. Right. And that was basically it for me that day. Again, using overnight. It's pretty simple, to be honest, self-explanatory. And yeah, guys, that's really about it. Again, apologies for not being live with you guys. Got busy, but I hope this makes up for it. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless. Stay humble.